Keep your back straight, both hands on your knees. Rotate your head 5 rounds clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate in opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your head back to center. For today's class, we need 2 blocks and we need something to cushion our knee. You can keep a knee pad or just keep a normal cushion with you. Once you are done, come back to mat and join the soles of your feet together. All right, join the soles of your feet together. Wrap your palms around your feet. Keep your back straight and start flapping your knees into Hatha Yoga for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your knees are pretty much close to the ground, then you can use one block. Keep it under your feet. Keep the longer end of the mat parallel to your legs and wrap your palms around your feet and once again start flapping your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stabilize your knees. Put your both hands on top of your knees. In both the cases, either feet down or feet on top of your block. Use your hands to push your thighs down and try to bend forward as much as you can while trying to bring your forehead close to your feet. And stay here in this position. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift your head up, chest up. Keep the block aside. Keep your feet on the edge of the mat. Palms behind in case you need support. If you're comfortable, you can hold your hands in front. And you can do this without the support as well. Now drop your both knees to the right side, turning your chest completely to the right. Come back to center. Drop your both knees to the left side. Turn your chest to the left. Come to center, to the right. Keep moving. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to center. Now straighten out your both legs in front of you. Bend your right knee and take your right knee as far back as you can. Bend your right knee, take your right leg as far as you can. Now drop your right knee down on the mat. Lift your right knee back up and bring your right leg forward. Again, bend your left knee, take the left leg as far back as you can. Try not using your hands. Now drop your left knee down on the mat. Rotate your left knee up and bring your left leg forward. We are going to repeat this 5 times on the right, 5 times on the left. Bend the right knee, take it far behind. Drop your right knee on the mat. Lift the right knee up. Bring your right leg forward. Bend the left leg, take it far back. Drop your left knee down. Lift the left knee up. Bring your left leg forward. Bend the right knee, take it far behind. Drop the right knee down. Lift the right knee up. Bring the right leg forward. Bend the left knee, take it far behind. Drop the left knee down. Lift the left knee up. bring it forward. Third set, bend the right knee, take it far behind. Drop the right knee down, lift the right knee up, bring the right leg forward. Bend the left knee, take it far behind. Drop the left knee down, lift the left knee up, bring it forward. Fourth set, take the right leg back. Drop the knee down, lift the knee up, bring the right leg forward. Bend the left knee, take it far back, drop the knee down, lift the knee up, bring the left leg forward. Last one, bend the right knee, drop the knee down, lift the knee up, bring it forward. Bend the left knee, drop the knee down, lift the knee up, bring it forward. Very nice. Now come on, stand up everyone. We'll do a bit of warm-up before we start the practice. Keep your feet together, palms by your sides. Inhale, lift your both arms up towards the ceiling. Interlock your fingers, turn your palms away from you. Lift your heels up, stretch the calf. Keep your thighs tight, stomach pulled in. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, drop the heels down. Take your both hands behind the back, interlocking your fingers, push the arms away. Bend forward, bring your head and chest closer towards your legs. At the same time, push your arms away from your hips. Inhale, lift the head up, chest up. Interlock your fingers above your head, turn your palms away. Lift your heels up. Stretch your entire body up towards the ceiling. Drop the heels down, take your hands behind, interlocking your fingers. Push the arms away and exhale, bend forward and down. Again, inhale, lift up, interlock your fingers and stretch yourself up. Relax the heels down, take your hands behind, interlock your fingers, push the arms away and bend forward. Bring your head and chest closer to the legs. Again, inhale, lift the arms up, interlock your fingers, turn your palms away, stretch yourself up. Drop the heels down, interlock your fingers behind, push the arms away and bend forward. Last one, inhale, lift up, interlock your fingers, turn your palms away, stretch yourself up. Drop the heels down, take your hands behind, interlock your fingers, push the arms away and bend forward. Let's stay here in this position. If you're very comfortable, then try to bring your wrist close to each other. Instead of keeping your palms apart, join your palms and wrist together, only if you're comfortable. If you're not, then keep your palms open. Both are okay. Stay there. Both are okay. 5. Have a soft bend in your knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the head up, chest up, stand up straight, relax your both hands. Watch me for the next one. So you're going to keep your feet apart. Drop the palms down on the mat. And you're going to bend your knees coming into Malasana. Sink your hip low, chest up. Make sure your palms are down. You straighten out your knees, bring your head and chest closer to the legs. This is option 1. We are going to repeat this 5 times. Option 2 is you're going to join your heels together, toes pointing out, knees pointing out, and you're going to bend your both knees, sink the hip low, open your hands in front, or you can drop your elbows down on the ground. Now, you lift up, rotate your heels back, and then bend forward. Bring your head and chest closer. Again, join the heels together, knees pointing out, drop the heels down, drop the elbows down, lift up, heels back, and bend forward. Okay? Choose the variation that is comfortable for you. Let's try. Bend forward, drop your palms down in front of you. You can keep your feet apart, or you can join your heels together, knees pointing out, whichever you want. Now bend your both knees, sink your hip low, either heels together or heels apart. Both cases, try to bend forward, try to touch your elbows on the ground in both the cases. Again, lift yourself up, heels pointing back, bend forward. Bring your head and chest closer to your legs. Join your heels together, bend your both knees, sink the hip low, drop your elbows down on the ground, if possible. Again, lift your hips up, heels pointing back, bend forward. Bring your head and chest closer to your legs. Heels joining together, knees pointing out, bend your knees, drop the elbows down. If your head can touch down, you can go for that as well. Keep your heels down, lift up, lift your hips up, heels pointing back, and bend forward. Touch your head and chest closer to your legs. 2 more, join your heels together, toes pointing out, knees pointing out, bend your knees, sink down. Take it easy, Shweta. You don't have to do heels together. You can just do the Malasana. Simple Malasana is okay. Do how much ever you can. Lift yourself up, straighten out your knees, bend your knees. Sorry, keep your knees straight. Bring your head and chest closer to your legs. Last one. Join your heels together or keep them apart. Drop your hips low. Bend forward as much as you can and stay here in this position. Keep breathing for 5. Try to point your knees more out. 4, consciously pointing your knees out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, bend forward. Bring your head and chest closer to the legs. Stay here in this position. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly lift the head up, chest up, and up straight. Very nice. Now keep your feet on the edge of the mat. Keep your feet on the edge of the mat. Lift your both arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, support your back using your both hands. Rotate your shoulders back, lifting the chest up. Push your hips forward, arching your back, opening the chest. Do how much ever you can. Inhale, come up to center. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Turn your both toes out, either 45-degree or completely out. Bend your both knees, bring your hips halfway position. Bring your chest parallel to the ground, arms parallel to the ears, and stay here. Look down at the mat. Inhale, lift up, stand up straight. Turn your both toes towards the front. Support your back using your both hands. Exhale, push your hips forward, lifting the head up, chest up. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your both toes out, bend your knees, sink the hip low. Keep your arms parallel to the ground. Inhale, lift up, stand up straight, toes pointing forward. Exhale, support your back, push the hips forward, opening your chest, arching the back, look up towards the ceiling. Try to stretch your front body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn your both toes out, bend forward. Knees pointing forward, arms parallel to the ears. Look down at the mat. Inhale, lift up, toes pointing forward. Exhale, support your back, push the hips forward. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your both toes out, bend your knees, sink the hip low, arms parallel to the ears. Last one. Inhale, lift up, toes pointing forward. Exhale, support your back, push the hips forward, lifting the chest up. Stay here for 5. Do how much ever possible. 4. If your head starts spinning, look forward instead of looking up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your both toes out, bend your both knees, sink the hip low, arms parallel to the ears, and we are going to hold it here in this position Turn your toes as much as you can to the side, knees pointing out. Engage your inner thigh muscles. Stay here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly stand up straight. Exhale, relax your palms. Good. Shake out your legs. Now watch me for the next one. We are going to keep the feet apart, at least 3 to 4 feet. Drop the palms down right below your shoulders. And lift your head up, chest up, tailbone out. Hold yourself here. This is your starting position. Now from here, you'll turn your right toe out, bend the right knee as much as you can. If you have knee pain, you'll hold it here. This is more than enough, okay? If you don't have knee pain, go all the way down. Option 1, open your arms to the sides. You're pushing your right knee with your right arm. Left arm extends to the left side. Bend forward. Try to touch your forehead or your chin to the mat. If this is too simple for you, in that case, you'll take your hand behind, interlock your fingers, push your arms away, and try to touch your forehead down. Relax your hands. Bring yourself back to center. Come to the starting position. Again, switch the side, hands in front, or you're going to push your arms away. Try to bend forward. Keep your hip as low as you can. Okay, let's try this out. Open your legs wide. Keep your toes pointing forward. Drop the palms right below your shoulders. Now turn your right toe to the right side. Bend your right knee, sink the hip to the right side. Options, open your arm. Use your right arm to push the right knee back and try to bend forward as much as you can. Or interlock your fingers. Inhale, come up to center. Come to your starting position. Head up, chest up, tailbone out. Turn your left toe to the left side, bend the left knee, sink the hip to the left side. Open your arms to the sides, bend forward, bring your head closer towards the mat. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your right toe to the right side, bend the right knee, sink your hip to the right side. Open your arms to the side, head closer to the mat. Inhale, come up to center. Turn your left toe to the left side, bend your left knee, sink the hip to the left side. Open your arms to the sides, try to bring your forehead close to the ground. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your right toe to the right side, bend the right knee, sink the hip to the right side, open your arms, bend forward. Inhale, come to center. Turn your left toe to the left side, bend the left knee, sink the hip to the left side, open your arms. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, turn your right toe to the right side, bend the right knee, sink the hip to the right, open your arms to the side and bend forward. Inhale, come to center. Turn your left toe to the left side, bend the left knee, sink the hip to the left side, open your arms. Last set. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, turn your right toe to the right side, bend the right knee, sink the hip, open your arms. Bring your head closer to the ground and stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, turn your left toe to the left side. Bend your left knee, sink the hip to the left side. Open your arms to the sides. Bend forward. Try to bring your forehead down. If your forehead is easily touching the ground, then try for the chin. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come up to center. Exhale, lift up. Bring your legs close to each other and shake out your legs. Very nice. Good. Now watch me for the next one. We are going to need 2 blocks, and we are going to keep our blocks next to each other in the middle of the mat. Okay, you can keep it at the back end of your mat. All I mean is between 2 corners, you're going to keep them blocked. Now you're going to come into inverted V. Step the right leg outside the palm, but not outside the mat. It will be on the edge of your mat. Drop your left knee down, 2 pointing away. Lift the arms up. You can interlock your fingers or you can keep your palms parallel. Both are okay. We are fixing on the hip today. So try to sink your left thigh forward. You'll hold this for 5 count. After 5 count, drop your right elbow down on the mat. Left hand can be on this side, helping you twist to the left side. If this is simple, then lift your left arm up towards the ceiling and stay here in this position. Okay? Now, the third asana is going to be slightly challenging. You'll lift up, you'll push your hip back, keep your hip and knee in one line. Open your right arm to the right side, left arm to the left side. Both hands are opening sideways. Now you'll try to touch your head down to the mat. I'm not touching my head down close to my foot. I'm trying to touch my head down close to my block. Stay here. You're going to feel a lot of stretch coming in your thighs and your hips. Hold yourself here. Now slowly lift up, come back on your palms, take the legs back, and paddle your feet. Okay, let's try this out. We'll do a couple of rounds together. Come into inverted V. Keep your block with you. Now, step the right leg forward, outside the right thumb, touching the corner of your mat. Drop the left knee on the block or cushion, whatever you're using. Toe pointing away. Lift the arms up. Interlock your fingers or just keep your palms parallel. Sink your left thigh forward with your breath and stay here for 5. Hold the pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your palms down. Now drop your right elbow down on the mat. Right elbow down. You can keep your left arm on the ground, or you can extend your left arm up towards the ceiling, whichever is convenient for you. Stay here in this position. For 5, hold it there. 4, 3. We are not touching the head yet, Brenda. We are just turning the chest. This one, elbow down, turn your chest to the left side. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up, come back on your palms. Now move your hip back. Keep your hip aligned with your knee. Okay, now open your right arm to the right side from under your thigh. Open your left arm to the left side. Both arms are extending sideways. Now try to bend forward. Maybe your head will touch, maybe it will not touch. Both are okay. But you're trying to bend forward, closer to your left knee or closer to your block. Stay here in this position. Keep breathing. You're going to feel a lot coming in your right hip. Your head little more back, Rena. Move your hip little back. Yes, hold it there. Stay for 5. Use your breath. 4. You think right hand is on the right side, left hand is on the left side. Yes, 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 that's right. Now bend forward. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come back on your palms. Take your right leg back, coming into inverted V. Paddle your feet, release any kind of tension from the legs. Now step the left leg forward, outside your left thumb. Drop your right knee down on the block. Now inhale, lift the arms up. Let your right thigh sink forward more and more down with each count. Find a point in front of you, just focus at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly bend forward, drop your palms down. Drop your left elbow on the ground. Turn your chest to the right side, right arm up towards the ceiling, or keep your right hand on the ground, trying to turn your chest to the right side. Both are okay. Stay here for 5. Sink your right thigh forward. Make sure you're still getting the stretch in your right quadricep. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back on your palms. Move your hips back. Align it with your right knee. Don't move your legs. Your leg is stable. It is not going to look like knee is under your heel. In fact, your leg is going to be forward, ahead of your knee. Open your left arm to the left side, right arm to the right side. Now slowly start bending forward. Maybe your head will touch down. Maybe it will be hanging in between. Both are okay. Stay there. 5. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remove your palms from under. Place it in front of you. Take the left leg back. Paddle your feet. Release the tension. Good. One more sequence. Same way, same thing you have to repeat. If you're feeling very comfortable in this, then when you step your right leg forward, you're going to open your right knee out, and then you'll open your arms and try to touch your head down. If you're comfortable, I'll show you what you have to do. Now step your right leg outside the right palm. Step the right leg. You can do it along with me. Lift the arms up. Stretch your both arms up. Sink your left thigh forward. Hold yourself here for 5. Hold it here. 4, low lunge position. 3, sink your left thigh forward. 2, and 1. Drop the palms down on the mat. Drop your right elbow down. You can keep your left arm extending up towards the ceiling or keep it on the mat, turning your chest to the left side. Hold yourself here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the palm down. Come back on your palm. If last one was comfortable, where you were able to push your hip and open the arm, you can try to open your knee to the right side. Inner edges of your foot will lift up, and then open your arms and touch your forehead on the ground. This is optional. Only if you're comfortable, try, otherwise keep it. Go for the previous version of your foot down. You can do the previous version as well. Not a problem, Shraddha. Previous one. Foot down, open your arms and bend forward. Stay there for 5, 4, hold it there. 3, you want to touch your head closer to your left knee. 2, and 1. Slowly come back on your palms. Take the right leg back, coming into inverted V. Paddle your feet once again. Good. Step the left foot forward outside your left palm. Drop the right knee on the block. Lift the arms up and hold yourself here. Stay in this position. Try to sink your right thigh forward. We are doing low lunge. Anjaneyasana. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend forward. Drop your palms down. Drop the left elbow on the ground. Right arm up towards the ceiling, or let it be on the ground, turning your chest to the right side. Hold yourself here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the palm down. Now, either you're going to point your knee sideways or continue whatever you were doing. Move your hips back. Align it with your back knee. Move your hip a little more back, Hina. Hip a little more back. Align it with your knee. Yes, open your arms. Good. Now try to bend forward. Stay here in this position. Keep breathing. Move your head more back, Yukti. Head more back, closer to your knee. Yes. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up, come back on your palms. Take the left leg back, coming into inverted V. Paddle your feet. And drop your knees down on the ground. Sit down into Vajrasana. Watch me for the next one. So you're going to keep your block next to each other. The shorter ends of your mat are going to touch each other. Okay, shorter end is touching. If you don't have a block, then you can keep your leg on the ground as well. That is okay. So the option 1 is you're going to keep your right leg forward. You'll come into inverted V. Keep your right leg forward. Your right foot is going to be parallel to the front end of your mat. Let me show you sideways. Your right leg is going to be parallel. Usually what we do is we point our toe back and we fold our knee. So we are not going to do that. We are going to keep the right leg almost parallel to the front end and we'll stay up here. It's okay if your right hip is not touching. We don't want to touch the hip this time. Stay here in this position. If you have a block, you can put your hands on the block and stay here. Option 1. Option 2, you're going to use your blocks. Keep your leg on top of the block. Okay. Now you have to make sure your foot and the block, they are in one line. You're not taking your foot outside the block. Foot and the block both in one line. Your right hip is going to be up. Do not drop your right hip down. You're in Kapotasana. Now, option 1 here is you drop your right elbow down. Left hand is free and it is helping you to twist to the left side. Option 2 is you'll try to drop your right shoulder down or your right armpit is touching the block. Now, if you are touching your armpit, then walk your palm, walk your palm, walk your palm. Turn it back and try to grab your knee. So my armpit is touching my right foot and I'm holding my knee. Stay here in this position. Your left hand is free, helping you to stay here. Now slowly come out. Use your hands and then take the leg back, coming into inverted V. Okay, let's try this out. You have 2 options. Option 1 without the block. Option 2 with the block. Let's try. Come into inverted V. Bring your right leg forward. Make sure your right foot is parallel to the front end of the mat. Good. Move it little more forward, Hina. Align your knee and heel completely. Good. Now stay up here. Don't come out for some time. Make sure your right foot and the block, they are aligned. Otherwise, your shoulder is not going to touch your foot. Move you're using left leg, Shweta. Move it slightly more to the left side, your foot. Your foot is hanging outside the block. You have to keep it on top of your block. It is not hanging. So your block and the foot, they are on top of each other. Yes, this is fine. Now try to drop your right shoulder down. If you are keeping your leg on the block, try to drop your right shoulder outside the block. Outside the block. For you, Shweta, left shoulder outside the block. Left shoulder, that is, you're going in opposite direction. Left shoulder, Shweta. Yes. Touch it to your foot, touch it to your block, your left shoulder, if possible. Block, just hold this one, like how Hina is holding here. Hold it. You don't have to move around. Just hold your leg so that your hips can be comfortable here. All right, so stay there for last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out and get into inverted V. Paddle your feet, release the tension. Once again, bring your left leg forward, either into Kapotasana without the block or keep it on your block. You did left leg earlier, Shweta, so do right one. If you're doing Kapotasana without the block, make sure your heel and your knee, they are in a straight line parallel to the front edge. Do not drop the left hip down. Bring your left shoulder outside the block right now. Outside. So you have to twist completely towards the door and touch your left shoulder and armpit to your left foot. Stay here in this position. Keep breathing. 5. Hold it there. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly come out. Take your leg back. Once again, coming into inverted V. We'll repeat the same thing one more time. Paddle your feet. Release the tension from the foot. Now step your right leg forward on the block or on the mat. Kapotasana. Align your knee and your heel. Stay here. Once you have found your position, drop the right armpit. Exactly your armpit outside the foot right now. So right now, your armpit is on your shin. You have to take it outside the foot. So your foot is going to be inside your armpit. Your foot is not inside your armpit. Come out to the left side. Yes, come more to the left side. Yes, yes, yes. Stay here. This is good enough. Yes. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into inverted V, lift yourself up. Paddle your feet. Very nice. Switch the side. Bring your left leg forward. Kapotasana. Keep your left leg parallel to the front edge of the mat. Keep your foot and the block in one line. Adjust your legs. Once you are comfortable, drop your left elbow outside the foot, or left armpit, left shoulder touching the block. Stay there. 5. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out into inverted V. Paddle your feet. Very nice. Drop your knees down into Vajrasana and just sit down. Watch me. We'll be trying out Yogi Dandasana. There are multiple variations that you can take. So option 1 is put your right leg on top of the left thigh. Make a figure 4 shape. Use your both hands to push your right knee to the right side. When you push your right knee, your right hip is going to go down. Left hip will lift up. Okay. Keep holding your foot. Move your left leg to the left side. Use your left elbow to push the foot. You're still holding your right leg in your hand. Now, if you're comfortable, you try to touch your foot to your chest and stay here. This is option 1. Okay. If you feel this is too much for your knee, you don't have to pull your leg closer. Just let it hang. See, I'm just keeping my leg in front. That's it. If you're comfortable, touch it to your chest. Now, option 2 is going to be, you'll put your foot on top of your left thigh. Again, your foot and your thigh, they're in one line. Don't take it out. Keep it on your thigh. Lift your right arm. Take your right arm outside your leg. Try to touch your armpit to your leg. Now, push with your hand so that your right knee is down and you can place your right thumb on the face, left hand is hanging into Yogi Dandasana. Okay, so you have multiple options. Choose the option that is favorable to you. We'll do it together. Bend your both knees. Keep your feet apart, at least hip distance. Good. Now, put your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Very nice. Now, if you are taking the second version, the tougher version, you'll take your arm outside, place it on your armpit, and push it with your right arm so that your knee is down, thigh is down. If you're not doing this, you can use your hand to hold the foot. Push the right knee down, right thigh down, using your both hands. Move your left leg to the left side. Use your left elbow to push your left knee away. Very good. Hold it there. Pita, what are we doing? Please do the first version. Do the easier version. Do the easier version. Hold your foot. Push your knee to the right side. Open the left leg. So that you're sitting on your right knee, right hip. Hold it there, everyone. 5. Move your left leg to the left side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Relax your right leg down. Just shake out your leg a little bit, your ankles a bit. Shake it out. All right. Now switch the side. Bring your left leg on top of your right. Good. Option 1. Take your arm up. And then you're going to push your leg back. It is going to slip if you're sweating. So be careful. Push with your arm. One hand on the face, one hand on your knee. Option 2, use your hands to push your knee back. Sit on your left hip. Right hip will be lifting up. Push your right thigh. Now, if you're comfortable here, try to lengthen your spine. Keep your back tall. Drop your left knee also down, Yukti. Left. You're doing great. Great. Stay there. Stay there. Good. Hold it here. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Good. Relax your leg and just stick out your ankle. Release any kind of tension from your ankle. We are going to try this again. Once again, put your right ankle on top of your left thigh. 2 times on right, 2 times on left. Now, option 1, take your armpit, place it on your foot. Or you're going to hold your foot using your both hands. Push your knee down, thigh down. Touch your right knee more down. Move your left leg to the left side. Bring your foot closer to the chest if you can. And stay here. Going to feel a lot in your right hip at the moment. If you can straighten out your back, go for it. 5. Hold it there. 4. Be careful with your ankle, Shruta. 3, 2, 1. Relax your right leg down. Take out your ankle. All right. Now switch the side. Left leg on top of your left thigh. Good. Option 1. You can use your hands. Push the knee back. Move the right leg out. Touch your chest to your foot. Or use your hand. Whichever is convenient for you. Stay here for 5. I'll tell you the story why we use this. So this is called as Yogi Dandasana. You would have seen the sages carrying a danda and they put it under their armpit while they're chanting the bead. So this is the same thing they do when they don't have danda. They put it under their armpit to balance their 2 sides. We have a male side, female side. If one is stronger, it hampers their meditation. So they use this to balance both sides and get into a meditation. So try to use it for yourself as well. Try to bring your legs closer and closer as you do the practice. Hold it there. Breathe. And slowly relax yourself. Good. Straighten out your leg. Rotate your ankle. Rotate your ankle. Rotate it in opposite direction. Good. Now lie down on your back. Lie down. Hug your right knee into the chest. Give your right knee a tight squeeze. Hug the right knee, just the right knee, Shudha. Left leg straight on the ground. Good. Now straighten out your right leg. Use your left hand to hold the right leg. You can hold your calf muscle, thigh, toe, wherever you reach. Now drop your right leg to the left side. Drop the right foot to the left side, opposite side. Use your left hand to hold the foot. Keep your both shoulders on the ground and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the right leg back up. Relax the right leg on the mat. Change the side. Bend your left knee into the chest. Hug the left knee. Now use your right hand to hold the left leg under your toe, ankle, shin, wherever you reach. Bring the left leg to the right side. Twist your lower body to the right side. Stay here in this position. Keep breathing. You can use your right hand to hold the thigh or your ankle or your toe. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your left leg back. Relax the left leg down. Hug your both knees into the chest. Give your knees a tight squeeze. Roll yourself back and forth, gently massaging your back. And slowly lie down on your back. Keep your feet apart, thumbs facing up. Relax yourself into Shavasana. Slowly bring your feet together. Stretch your both arms above your head, interlocking your fingers, and stretch. Exhale, release. Turn to one side and sit up. Keep your back straight, both hands on your knees, eyes closed. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms together, generate the heat. Place it on your eyes. Open your eyes, look into darkness, and gently slide your palms down. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining the session.